Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is video number 7 in Qlik Section Access series. Today we are going to learn how to implement section access on multi-field using a cross-join method. Till now we learned that we can implement multi-field section access by creating a link table where we are manually writing the lines for different number of combinations possible for those fields. We have seen that if there are two fields, then we need to create 2 raised to 2, that means 4 different combinations, and in case of 3 fields it will be 8 and so on. So say if we have 4 different fields where we are going to implement section access, we need to manually write 16 combinations. So sometimes it is difficult to manually write all these combinations and there is a possibility that we will make some mistake. So today's video we will learn how to implement the same section access without manually writing those fields. First of all, I have created a dashboard and published on the stream. There are 2 people who have got access. One is admin and one is user 12. I have published this application and there is no data reduction on any field or any column. So both user 12 and admin can see exactly the same amount of data. So this is Qlik admin and this is what user 12 can see. So before starting, I would like to show you how cross join is working in Qlik Sense or in any database. I have created a sample database and I will show you how this cross join works. So there are 2 small tables. One is a sales table where we have product ID and sales, and the second table is the product table. This is a dimension table. Sales is a fact table. So both the table are connected with each other by the product ID. Let me load the application and we will see the data model. You can see fact table, which is a sales table, is now connected with product table by the product ID field. In Qlik, we are saying that associated. Both the table has got 4 number of lines. Now I will implement lab join here. So these 2 table will be joined based on lab table, which is a sales table, and the output is only one table with number of lines 4. I have created another table here and you can see that there are 4 number of lines. Row number cells is coming from this sales table. So we have 4 rows for sales table and we will get respective product group and product name from the product table based on the lab join. This works easily because the product ID field is associated, is common between both the table. But now let me do some changes. Instead of product ID, I will write product underscore ID and I will remove the lab join. Let's load the table and now we'll see the data model. Now both of these tables are not associated with each other and both has got 4 number of lines. So when I will join sales table with product table without any common field name, it will create cross join and we will get 4 lines from here multiply by 4 lines from product table means 16 lines. Let's do it. And we'll see the data model and we can see now we have 16 number of lines here. How these lines are appearing, let's see here. So I will add one more field here, that is a product underscore ID from the product table and we have row number underscore product. So now if I will select first row from sales table, it will join with all 4 lines of product table. If I will write here one more, and if I reload the table, you will now get 5 lines for each row number underscore cells for sales table. Even though we don't have P005 here, we still get 5 lines for each row of sales table. Because right now there is no left join happening, it's only cross join happening, and total we will get now 20 lines. So cross join means number of lines of one table multiplied by number of lines of second table. So all rows from sales table now will get 5 lines from product table. We will use this criteria and we'll create the link table which we have created in our previous videos. And then using proper where function, we will remove all unnecessary lines. I will remove this one now. I will reload again. And we will get our data model back where we have section access table and sales table. Right now we haven't added section access and section application like this. So there is no section access implemented right now. This is a simple data model where we have sales table and we have different fields like region, country, product, order year and unit. Today we will going to implement section access on these 4 fields: region, country, product, order year. Before moving ahead, I would like to show you how we are going to implement this one in Excel file. So here we have fact table, which is a sales table, and we have different fields like region, country, product, order year, and last one is unit sold. And on the right hand side we have section access table where we have access, user ID. We will get these fields by input based on the authorization or like access we are going to give to our end users. And here we will create link table, and this link table will having 2 major fields. One is key data and another one is key section access. Key section access will come from here and key data will come from sales table. So these 2 table will be joined based on this field, associated with this field, and this link table will associate with section access table by key section access. So to create this table, first we will temporarily create another link table where we will cross join our sales table and section access table, and then we will remove all unnecessary lines by using where condition, and we will create this link table. So let's start. First of all, I will implement section access on one field, and that field will be region. And the region field, I will say all region, and any region, say Europe. I will create here key section access field. So I will say upper region as percentage key section access, and the same thing I have to implement here. Key data field. Now I will create a temp link table, and I will say few fields from section access table. So I will say load distinct upper region as region section access, resident of section access table, and the same thing I have to do. So I will say same thing I have to do this for data table, and I will say data, and this will be resident of sales table. Now what I will do, I will join these two load, resident load, and I will drop the table as well, which we don't need right now, and we'll see how many number of lines get created. So inside temp link table we have now 4 lines coming. Now I will create a table here, and I will say temp link table, key data, key section access, region data, and region section access. So where we have all, we need data for Asia and Europe both, but where we have only Europe, we need data of only Europe. We don't need this first line here. So to remove this one, we will use a where function, and here I will create final link table. So I will say final link table, and I will say load key data, key section access, region data. I will give original field name region from the sales table, and I will say resident of temp link table, and now here comes my where condition. So say region from section access, where we have all, we need everything from the fact table. So here I will write my first condition, and I will say region data equal to region section access, or region section access equal to all. And now I will reload again, and I need to drop this temp link table. In fact, we don't need this region because it will create a synthetic key, so just ignore right now, and we will comment this one out, and then we will reload the data and we'll see what we are going to get. So here we will get exactly what we want. For all, we will get Asia and Europe, and for Europe we will get only Europe. So let's publish this one. So before publishing, I have to create a final section access table. So I will write here section access, and I will say section application, and in between that one I will create my section access final table, and I will say load upper, and I will get this one access as access, and then upper user ID as user ID, and my key section access field resident of my this table, section access table, and this table now I will drop it here. Instead of here, I will drop it. So now I will publish this application, and user 12 can see only data for Europe as expected. So this is how we can create section access on a single field. Now we will try to implement the same method for 2 fields. So now I will add here one more field, say country. And here for admin, it will be all, and for Europe we can say any one country, so say UK. So what are the changes we need to do? First thing, we have to add here section access table as well. Here I have to add and the same thing I have to add here as well. Here I will add, but it will be commented out. I will tell you how we can use this one later on. And I have to add here instead of region, we will use country data equal to country section access, or country section is equal to all. Now I will implement this one, and as usual admin can see everything. All means everything. Here you can see now all, we have key section access all, where we are getting all countries from Asia, all countries from Europe. I will publish the application now, and user 12 can only see country UK from region Europe. So you can see now we are exactly getting the same result what we are expecting. Now let's implement this one on 3 field. So here I will implement another field, and I will say product. So here all product for admin and for tablet for Qlik user 12. So what we need to do now, we have to add here okay, the same thing I have to implement more places. Once here, and I have to add here and the same thing I have to implement here as well. And now I will implement, but commented out this one. And here I have to implement same thing. So I will say product data equal to product section access, or product section access equal to all. Now I will reload this application. I will publish this application, and user 12 should see only UK, Europe, UK and tablet. Europe, UK and tablet. Let's implement section access on another field. This is a year field. So here year means we have order year. So I have add, we don't need to use upper function here because it's a number, but I will say order year, and this one is order year, and here I will say order year, and I will add say all year, here also all year, and here I will say 2020. So I have to add again order year here, the same I will implement here, and I will say data, and here also I will implement, I will say order year data as order year, and there is a fourth condition I will implement here. I will say order data, I will say order data equal to order year section access, or order year section access equal to all, and I will implement this one, will publish the application, and user 12 must see only data for 2020. So now we will implement more than one condition for order 12. So say order 12 should see Asia data of countries all product, but only for year 2021. We will implement this, reload this application, publish this application, and we'll see what user 12 can see. So now you can see user 12 can see Europe, UK and 2020 tablet data, which is our first condition, and which is this. But for Asia, user should see all country, all product data for 2021. So you can see now for Asia, all countries, user can see all product data for 2021. So it's a 2021. So this is how section access work on multi-field. The downside of this application is, first thing is you need to manually write this one. This is a key field at two places, and data model, you can see how the data model looks like. There's a link table and sales table. A link table will give you all the combinations here, different combinations. The downside of this, another downside of this application is, because we are doing the cross join of two different tables, the cross join will create many number of lines. Say you have 400 or 500, say you have 5 million or 10 million records in your fact table, and section access you have created for say 400 users. So in that case, your number of lines doing the cross table, which we are doing here in a temp link table, this might reach up to 100 millions. So if you want to implement this method, first of all, do this one for small number of records and try to see what is the RAM consumption. Because if number of lines will eat all the RAMs of your computer or your server, then your reload will fail. Few months back, I have used the same method for one of my client, and the number of lines I got using the temp link table were around 500 million, and because of that my application reload was not working. So at that time I have implemented another method, which I will cover in the next video. Now in the final link table, we have commented all four fields which we have used for our section access. So how we can use them? You can see the data model at this stage is like this. So we have these fields coming from sales table, which is our fact table. What we can do here is, we can drop those fields from here and we can keep those fields in final link table. How? I will show it here. We will keep these fields from here, and what we will do, we will say drop fields region, country, product, order, year from sales table. We'll load the application and we will still get the same output. If you see the data model now, we have less fields in sales table, which is our fact table, but we have these four fields coming into the final link table. Hope you like this video. Thanks.